Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV Domination as we're playing as France. So if you guys recall, last episode we ended with this war breaking out with Provence. And so we're going to be attacking them and should be able to get this done fairly quickly. Now let's go and move these troops. We might want to have them do the siege in the hope that our general here might be able to get some battles won before he dies. So we can try and complete that one focus. Now, this guy doesn't have any siege ability here, so he's going to suck at the siege, but that's fine. It'll just take longer. I suppose we could bring our ships out. Highly doubt they have many ships of their own, but we are mothballing them, so luckily we just started, so it'll only take a month to get them repaired, and we could bring them over here to try and speed that siege up. So that's what we'll do. We can turn this down just a notch since we're in the middle of a war. It's another random event here, just choosing between the nobility or the bourgeoisie, as well as the base tax or production in this province here. Let me just take a look at the development. Okay, see, I think we're just gonna go for the base tax because of the fact that the admin power is a little bit more useful, and we want to make sure those nobles are loyal. Them gaining influence is a negative, of course, but we just took away some of their influence not that long ago. So these guys are still moving over there. We need... Okay, so they're currently exiled from combat. Alright, so we'll need to wait till they go back to one of their own provinces before we're going to be able to attack them. Then we need to get these guys engaged as well. Yeah, they're all exiled because they were over here when the war started. And so I think the only way they'll be able to no longer be exiled is if they get back to their territory or go to Lorraine way over here. And so we won't be able to battle them until that happens. I guess we'll just follow them around. I assume they're coming over here. Oh yes, and the ships. Let's go and get them moving over here, so we can speed that siege up a little bit. Oh, actually the troops are right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over that way then. Though it looks like Orleans might be the one to fight them. That's a shame, because yeah, we need the won battles for this general. So I guess we'll go over here and engage. Well, we can engage those guys. These are all gonna be nice, easy battles as well. So if these count as those victories, then okay, I'm not sure why we weren't able to battle them. I'm guessing they're still exiled. No, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Yeah, they're not. Oh, they're still all marked as exile. I just didn't see it. Alright, so they don't really have anywhere to go. Alright, so that's unfortunate. It's a good thing that siege was stopped because I mothballed that fort. And looks like we engaged their fleet. So they outnumbered us with total number of ships, and they had an admiral. Yet we still won simply because we had more frigates than they did. Okay, so those will likely come back out and attack us once we take this fort. But yeah, now we'll be getting that bonus, or I should say we won't be taking the penalty that you take from not having them blockaded. So that's unfortunate they stopped moving. Looks like we're not going to get any battles going here unless we can fight these guys. Yeah, I suppose there's a few armies, 1,000 man armies. And looks like we attack their fleet again. That's interesting. I think they keep coming out because they think they should be able to win, because they have more ships than we do. So it looks like we can't attack them there until after this fort is taken that's blocking us. Okay. Could just grab this province real quick. But yeah, there's really no point on doing it. We'll just wait until that siege finishes up and then we'll attack those 8,000. And this siege here should be done very soon. Huh, yeah, that's interesting. We're not even sinking them either. Yeah, we just force them to go back into port. But yeah, I think they should be able to win it. I would think they'd be able to win too, just because they have the admiral. And we only have 2 more frigates than they do. Now those 5 trade ships are pretty useless, so those aren't going to help them at all. Yeah, they just keep on attacking us. Well, I suppose we're getting free prestige and navy tradition for this. So I guess there's that. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's helpful, I suppose. Because yeah, they just keep on attacking us. Yeah, this siege is going to be done here soon as well. Alright, so with that done, let's just go move our troops back on over here. Nothing else really to do with them. And they won't have a port to go to. Looks like we actually lost a ship here, but we're now getting some assistance from Castile. Okay, so that's interesting. Probably because, you know, we had done those battles and I hadn't brought the ships back. But maybe we'll seize some of theirs. And we have some money as well, so maybe we'll build some more ships, because our fleet is kind of pathetic. Yeah, it looks like we lost one of our frigates. But we did capture a trade ship. Okay, and yeah, we sunk two of their other ships. Two of their frigates. Alright, so that's unfortunate. And that's the reason why we were losing those, because I never brought them back into port after all those battles. That's alright. We'll go ahead and... We didn't capture that trade ship, by the way. It was actually Castile that captured them. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and put these guys in a port and get them repaired. And you know what? Let's go ahead and build... Our fleet is terrible. So let's go ahead and build 2 more of these. We'll just build them here. And I don't think we even need to repair these, because yeah, we're just going to mothball them again. So let's mothball them, and then we'll get those 2 additional ships built for a total of 8. Oh yes, this battle can now happen. So let's go and attack these guys, and I don't think that'll count as us. Well, it did. Never mind. I was going to say that if we're not commanding, I think it wouldn't count as a 1 battle. So we got 1 victory there. I did want to check to see if that was counted, since I don't know if you have to be like a certain size in order for the battle to be counted. Probably not. I don't remember which one it was. Down here, maybe? This one? Yeah, we've actually won 2 of 4 battles. Okay, so we just need to win 2 more. And our army size is not 85% of our force limit because we got those new provinces. So we need to build a few more units to get that completed. But still got to win these other battles here. So let's go ahead and attack them. That'll be a 3rd one. And now we just need to win 1 more battle. But there's no other troops to engage, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a real shame. So essentially, we're going to need to start another conflict if we want to get this objective completed. So I guess we'll work on the siege there. Yeah, we could end it now. But why not get something from Lorraine as well? Maybe vassalize them or something. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish up the siege. So we'll have the most war score. Be able to do as much as possible. So we've taken that. Looks like they actually have 2 forts here. Unless that wasn't a fort. Oh, that wasn't a fort. Okay, so we got that one pretty quickly. Alright, so let's go and bring the troops back over to here since there's no other battles to do. And then once they finish these up, we'll end the conflict. So let's go ahead and make peace now. Lorraine is a junior partner in a personal union with Provence. So yeah, we'll see what we can do, guys. So some of this territory I'd like to annex, like Anjou. And can we get all this? It is going to result in a lot of aggressive expansion, but we don't care about that. Now we could take the rest of their territory over here. I guess one advantage of taking all their territory is that it would reduce the number of diplomatic slots that we're currently using, because you know we're sitting at the cap. So I could take that. Could also instead maybe just vassalize both of them. No, you can only vassalize one of them. Okay, I think we're just going to annex all this territory, guys. I know it resulted in a lot of aggressive expansion, but that's okay. So I don't think there's anything else we're going to be able to do here since we're completely annexing Provence. So I'm able to get anything from Lorraine. Just go ahead and jump through here and make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and get as much money as we can. That should have only been as much as we could get. I suppose they gave us more because they're willing to give us more, even if it was above the 100, but you can't do that. Alright, so we'll get 144 ducats. And we have increased the size of our country. So they've been knocked out, and thus we have completed this mission to connect the provinces. And thus we can go ahead and get this bonus for local construction cost and time, and a local development cost modifier. Alright, so that's helpful. Some of these you might want to save using them for like when you actually can take advantage of them. So like for this one here, you know, because this is only for 15 years is all we're going to get it for. But yeah, maybe when we have more stuff to build. I do want to build a fort here in Paris though, and forts are, you know, expensive. So yeah, I think we'll use it for that. Also, I don't know how we're doing on tech. I think we still have a tech that we can get. So we're probably not going to be using our development. We do need to core all this, so that's going to take our admin power. What's the next tech? Let me just take a look and see if that's something we want to wait on. So that's the church. Okay, so you can increase your money pretty well with that, but we still haven't embraced Renaissance yet, so it's a little bit more expensive. Let's just go ahead and core our territory. I suppose I could have done the core all, though it looks like we are short. Can't get that last one there. All right, that's fine. We've got some corruption problems, so we're going to need to fix this so that it's not building. There we go. So that's taking a lot of our money because of all that corruption that we got. We still are earning money though, so that's fine. So with the armies, I think we might stop paying for them so that we can earn a little bit of money. Yeah, let's go and do that. We got a lot of aggressive expansion we need to burn off. I was going to attack Burgundy next, and we do need to get that last war done, last battle done, excuse me, for that general. I think we're just going to wait, guys. We'll just wait a little bit. So let's go and stop paying for our armies. So we'll be earning some money here. We've already got the fleet mothballed. So now we're just going to be burning off aggressive expansion. Take a little bit of time to do that. We'll accept these royal marriages. Oh, so this is imperial territory. So Austria is demanding that we grant it to them. Else we receive these penalties. Of course, we're going to tell them no. Decline that, and that'll allow them to attack us as well. We'll see if they decide to do so. That would be silly on their part. I suppose we should take a look at the forts that we got. Okay, so we got one here. We'll probably leave that. But we do want to mothball all forts. Don't want to pay for those. That'll save us some money. And then, yeah, the next thing I want to build is a fort here in Paris, just so that we have it. I really like forts. They're expensive, so some people prefer not to, like, get them, or get a lot of them anyway. Oh, we were just excommunicated. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why. Who controls papacy? Okay, the Pope does. So that's not good. Because, yeah, now we're going to lose prestige, our tolerance. Of course, papal influence is going to be affected as well. So clearly we need to boost opinion. I'm not entirely sure why they excommunicated us. They actually really like us. Well, obviously they hate us now because we're excommunicated. But yeah, once you take away that 200, I mean, they liked us. They're friendly towards us. So I'm not entirely sure why they did that. It doesn't make any sense. So because we're excommunicated, we can take this decision here. I don't think we're going to do that, though. It is useful. But yeah, we're going to try and be a good Catholic country here, so we don't need to be notified about that. And it's 48. So we'll make this course. Let's go and do that. Get that started. And also, we can now invest in the first of the offensive ideas. And this is going to get us land leader shock. So our leaders will be better. Which we do need to get a new leader for this army here. So we're going to burn off this aggressive expansion. And then we'll start up another war, which will likely be against Burgundy. Could attack Brittany as well. That'd be like a easy country to pick on. We'd have to fight Aragon, but I think we have to fight Aragon if we attack Burgundy. I don't know if we have a war goal against them either. Yeah, we do. That's right. We have all those claims on that territory. All right, so we can improve our capital using either manpower or money. Clearly, we want to use manpower here. So let's go and do that. And as far as how much this fort's going to cost, it's going to be 200. So once we get that, we'll get it constructed. And also these ships here could be mothballed. And we lost our commandant. Let's go to mothball both of these so we can get them merged. So that's what our fleet currently looks like. We got 8 frigates. We can get our first government reform as well. So of course this is the one we start with, French feudalism. I don't think you can change away from those ones either because it's a special one. We're going to want to get to tier 2 those. We'll take a look at our options here. So we can do strengthen noble privileges, which by the way there were new options added in this expansion. So you'll likely see some ones you hadn't seen before. But this one will give us a national manpower modifier but increase the influence of the nobility. So that's probably not worth it. Curtail noble privileges. This reduces the nobility influence, but gets us a nice national tax modifier. Grant noble castle rights. So whenever we construct Up-to-date fortifications, it'll increase the loyalty of the nobility. Fort maintenance will be reduced, but the nobles will have more influence. Compromise with the nobility, so the increased levies of state privilege no longer increases influence and no longer decreases max absolutism, so it makes that privilege a little bit more useful. And the reform modifier is going to really help with stability and legitimacy, so not bad at all. Or the noble officer corps, recruiting generals increases the loyalty of the nobility, and cavalry will be cheaper. We get more yearly army tradition, but we'll have higher noble influence. So I'm kind of thinking we should do the compromise with the nobility. Because yeah, it doesn't increase their influence, and that would really help with stability. So I think that might be what we get. Could also curtail the noble privileges. I don't think that fits for France, though. Yeah, and the national tax modifier would be nice. But I think we're going to go with this one. Compromise with the nobility. Make sure we have good high legitimacy and stability. And we have some missions that need us to get higher stability. So that's the one I think makes the most sense. Normally I would not get this, though, with the other system. Stability system, I wouldn't get this. I'll have to take a look at the increased levies, since it seems like it's going to be pretty useful now, since we no longer have to worry about those penalties that come with it. So yeah, let's go and see what that grants. So one unfortunate part of it is that they're exempt from seizing land, which we do need to do. So we won't be able to do it yet until we've taken their land down a bit, because they have 47% of land. So yeah, I definitely don't want to do that right now. It's a dynamic modifier based on how much land they own. So the more land they own, the less taxes you get, but the more manpower you get. So pretty useful to have. But we're going to want to wait to get that until we seize some land here. I suppose if we have a rebellion, that would count as a battle. So maybe we can provoke one by seizing some land here. Looks like 2 provinces will revolt. I suppose we should summon the Diet as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And see which agenda we can get. So we'll do that first, and then we need to increase the pay of our armies before we fire off that rebellion, so that they'll have the morale up when we fight those. So let's see what options we have here. So the clergy, and this here just messes up. I don't know why it messes up with my name change from the burghers to the bourgeoisie. I believe you can just fix it by reloading the localization. And I'm not sure why it's messed up in the first place. Now it doesn't look like it's fixed yet, but I think it is. Or at least that's what I've experienced in my other playthrough, is that once you reload it, it'll fix the issue. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Might just have to remove that. It's not that big of a deal. Changing the name from burghers to bourgeoisie, I just think it's a little bit more accurate name, at least here in France. So our choices are to build a house of worship. So we're going to need a church in Bordeaux. But the problem with this is that we don't actually have the church unlocked yet. We do get quite a long time to complete this, though. And when we complete this, the clergy will become more loyal and we'll get 1 base tax. Instead, we can vassalize Saluzzo. Yeah, that one's probably not the one we're going to want to do right now. Or we could build a treasury, which requires us to get the 672 gold. I think we're going to do this one here. It's the easiest. So we'll do that one, and it will make the clergy more happy with us, which helps with the stability. So let's let this play for a month. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to get the morale up a little bit. So we'll let it play for a couple months. Maybe 1 more. Morale should be good. And then we'll go ahead and fire off that rebellion by seizing land. Although it looks like they might not rebel now, because they are no longer disloyal. Okay, well this is gonna piss them off. So yeah, there's still a rebellion, even if it didn't say there would be. But the key here is to be able to get this last victory here. So we're gonna attack both of them. I guess you don't even need them over here, so let's just have them drill. If we're gonna pay for them, might as well have them doing something. I didn't know where those rebellions would fire. So we got the river penalty here, but it's irrelevant because it's only 4,000 troops. And unfortunately, we did lose over there. But that should be the battle, which means, the battle that we needed, which means all we have to do now, yep, that's the battle we needed, We don't have a military advisor, so we need to fix that. I forgot that guy died. And then we need to get to 85% of the force limit. Okay, so let's go and get a military advisor. Let's get a level 2 guy, I think. Even if we can't really afford to pay for it. Once we're not paying for our troops, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Could also just promote somebody, but yeah, none of these guys are people we can promote. Unfortunately, we don't have any of our own culture advisors available here. Okay, so let's go with the, I guess we'll go with the national manpower modifier for the master recruiter. It's going to be kind of expensive, but we need the military power. In fact, I think we're going to go ahead and switch our national focus over now. Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and switch it over so we can try and get through the offensive idea group a little bit quicker. Let's go and take out this last army here. And then we'll stop paying for our troops. I guess we need to retake this first, and then we'll stop paying for the troops. Not that we're likely to see a rebellion pop up from there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and go over here. And then we'll stop these guys from drilling. Well, we do need to wait. Okay, yeah. We need to wait until they get their replacements. Because we're not paying for them, we won't reinforce. So once I get back up to 16,000 here next month. There we go. We'll stop the drilling here and stop paying for our troops. So we're still in the negative, not by much. So I think the problem here is the overextension because of the corruption. So we're paying for that. And so once we don't have to pay for the, reducing the corruption, should be in a better place there. Alright, so we got these cores, that'll fix it. And so let's go and make this into a state here. And then get all those cored. Looks like we didn't have enough to complete it. And so yeah, this is going to help us with the corruption, as you can see already. So now we're actually earning some money, which is good. So that we can build some troops. And unfortunately, we lost one of our cardinals. Alright, so let's go ahead and get up to the 85% for our force limit, which we got so much more force limit because of the new territory that we conquered. So we're just going to be building infantry here. Really, you only need the 2 cav, one for each side of the flank. But having a third one's not a bad thing, because if one of them gets too damaged and they retreat, then you don't have one of your flanks covered. So yeah, we're going to leave that as 3 for now. Typically when my army gets larger, I'll have like 4 of them. But yeah, you don't want too many cav because they're expensive and yeah, they're just not that great. In the beginning of the game, they're all right, but they get worse as the game goes on. So let's go ahead and increase these up to maybe 20 each. Yeah, we'll do 20 each. And might not have the money to do all of these. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do that many for now. And that might be the 85% that we needed. Alright, so we'll get a diplomatic insult on Brittany. It's a Casus Belli that we can use. We already have one against them. We're going to get more corruption. Ah, that's unfortunate. Because yeah, that's going to put us in the negative again. Well, we're actually spending too much on this. It should be adjusting itself. So you're only spending what you need to reduce the corruption. So just go like so. Alright, so now we're actually earning some money. And so we're going to get those additional units constructed. Like I said, I think this should be enough for us to be able to complete the mission here. And you can't move over there just yet. Also, we've gotten the ability to do that mission. So I'm just going to make this into a state. Because we are going to want to make all these into states. I don't think we're anywhere near our capacity right now. Well, we're getting closer, but we're still good at the moment. Alright, so with the mission, this is the one we've been waiting on, we've been working on here. And so this is going to give us 3 cannons. And so that's really nice because you're getting the cannons really early. Normally we wouldn't get the cannons for several more techs. Now, the problem with these cannons, of course, is that the techs that grant you the ability to build the cannons are also the ones that make artillery have any kind of attack power. So because we haven't gotten that tech yet, these artillery are going to be completely useless in battle. They won't have any real effect. However, you can still use them for the sieges, so they still get the bonus for the sieges. So this is like representing the very early cannons that were pretty much useless in set field battles, but were obviously very helpful in any kind of a siege warfare. Now this also is going to increase our assault forward ability and the artillery level's contribution to siege +1. So just make these cannons even more useful. Alright, so we got all those. Probably just put them into the same army here. Yeah, it looks like we should be able to supply all those here. Oh, those guys still don't have the morale to be able to move just yet. I'm going to merge those two together. But yeah, we now have some cannons. We got 3 mortars. So that'll be helpful whenever we do these sieges. I don't know if this is the army we're going to want to keep for the sieges. Might switch those cannons up, because this is the army we're probably going to want to use for battles. So this would be our siege army. But we've got to get a better general over here, because our current general is horrible. We will just save up to do that one. You know, actually, these are the immediate cores. So let's go ahead and do it now. And looks like they picked the same bull as we saw last time. Alright, so we don't actually have to do a war, since we did get those battles done. And we should probably just work on burning off some of this aggressive expansion. So that's what we'll do for now. And we got, I keep forgetting that it automatically pauses whenever we have these events. So I thought about turning that off, because I always pause whenever the event pops up, so it results in the game unpausing. But this is one of the historical events, so we're going to go ahead and read it. The Anjou claims to the Kingdom of Naples. So in 1442, René of Anjou lost control of the Kingdom of Naples to the Trastamara dynasty, that's in Spain. Though he would never reacquire the crown himself, René continued to style himself the King of Naples throughout his life. With René now gone, the Anjou claims of the kingdom are looking increasingly inconsequential. The Neapolitan kingdom is not without its enemies, however, and now Charles VII has a chance to claim the Kingdom of Naples for himself by citing papal rulings and the marriage ties between King René and his own dynasty in the past as a pretext. Normally this would be seen as a very weak claim, but due to the unpopularity of the Neapolitan rulers, this might be overlooked. So basically this is the Italian wars here. So we can say, let us claim what is rightfully ours. Gives us a restoration of the Union CB against Naples, which lasts for 50 years, but we decrease the opinion of Aragon and Naples. Or you say, let us drop our claims for good, which is not what we're going to do. We're going to do this. So we want to make use of that to get control of their territory. Yeah. So they're no longer under Aragon. They are allied with Bohemia and Venice, so we would have to fight them in a conflict. Obviously, we can't take advantage of it right now. We need to burn off this aggressive expansion. We're going to merge these troops. So we got 23,000 in this army. But yeah, we definitely want to make sure that we take advantage of the fact that we have those artillery early on here and do these sieges much quicker. Another random event just taking some of our diplo power. So we need 100 to core that there. And we should be earning decent money. Got all our forts currently mothballed, as well as our fleet. And you see that Brittany is currently having some heretic issues, and Venice lost their trade league. That's interesting. Well, they didn't have enough members or something like that. Yeah, once we burn off a bit more of this aggressive expansion, I think that makes the most sense, the war against Naples, since you're getting a powerful new junior in a personal union. So we've increased the opinion with the Pope as much as we possibly could. So what we need to do is get this excommunication lifted, and this is going to cost us 283 ducats. Alright. We're going to have to save up for that, and I don't want to be excommunicated. So we'll have to get that taken care of. And our stability has gone up. Alright, excellent. So we're getting some nice bonuses there. And we got a new Pope as well. And Brittany is bankrupt. So let's go and get this cord here. And it looks like we're going to be dealing with some invasions, or excuse me, some rebellions. Alright, so that's right over there. So let's go ahead and make sure they can't just seize control of this fort immediately, since you know this rebellion's going to fire here. And I guess we'll want to pay for our troops as well. Of course, that's going to put us in the negative, unfortunately. But let's go and drill these guys and bring this army over here to fight this rebellion. Well, it looks like somebody's still irritated at us. Yeah, the bourgeoisie is still irritated. Good God. I'll pause that. England is no longer a valid rival. Why? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, why would they not be a valid rival for us? They're still powerful enough. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to take a look at our other rival options. And we'll go ahead and set up this royal marriage as well. Let's get that done. And then we've gotten a reduction to recruitment time. Okay, so that'll be helpful. And then we already knew this rebellion was going to happen, so it's a good thing we got the fort taken off mothball. Otherwise, they would have been able to take that from us really easily. Got another rebellion that will likely happen over here. We got some time to deal with that. Let's go ahead and get the next. Well, that's just a recruitment time. That's really not all that helpful. Okay. We might want to get the next tech. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, we're already getting a neighbor bonus. Or maybe we should just wait until we can embrace the Renaissance. I don't know how that's going so far. And, okay, I was about to say that it's not the Renaissance. That's the previous one. So it's moved into our territory a little bit. But yeah, still a little ways to go before we can adopt that. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and finish this one, or get this completed. Decreased recruitment time. Obviously, that's one of the less exciting bonuses here. But yeah, a lot of these other ones are going to be pretty helpful, especially once we get to the back end here, with the siege ability. I don't think we have any special units just yet, but France does get access to some. And then the land force limit modifier, helpful to build a larger army, but really what we're excited about is this discipline. And recovery army morale speed is nice as well, but the discipline is what we really need. Yeah, the offensive ideograph is not as good as it used to be. I think they rebalanced them a bit. I know they changed up all the ideographs in this patch here. And did we already have the other rebellion? Okay, yeah, we had one right here. Okay, so that's not ours, but we'll still fight it off. Maybe. We'll stop the drilling. And we'll try and help them out. We'll get a opinion boost by helping them. So everybody dealing with rebellions currently. Let's go ahead and do this attack here. Now we got up to full morale. Get them wiped out, those 8,000 troops. And then bring these guys back over to Paris. This has already been finished up. So we'll just replace the losses, which looks like that's already done. And then we'll go ahead and stop paying for these troops. So desires of the flesh. So another negative event here. Our wife is having an affair with one of our advisors. And that is the philosopher. Of course, it's the philosopher. So we could say, now we know at least. We can take measures to keep this quiet. That'll result in us losing 10 prestige. We can say this cannot continue. Find out what he wants for his silence. So that'll require us to pay money. We can say this is high treason and no less. So we'll take his head. That will decrease, or excuse me, that will increase unrest. He'll be executed. Or you say we cannot have an adulteress for queen. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that one. We'll just get rid of her. I mean, she's really decent as far as stats go, but she would never rule anyways. Oh, well, I should take that back. Louis could die, and then we might have a younger heir, in which case she would then rule while he's in his minority. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. And besides, she cheated on us, so this is what I would do. So yeah, we're going to go with this option, guys. And this is going to result in us losing a 10 prestige. But I feel like it's the option we had to go with, guys. Not going to just pay him off, although he's still our advisor, though. That's great. So yeah, he's still our advisor currently. So we didn't fire him. I guess we're going to act like it wasn't his fault that he came to temptation, it's her fault. Because she's the one that cheated on us. So now we're able to rival England again. I went to look and see what was going on there. Not entirely sure what happened. We do have other options, but England's clearly the one that makes the most sense here. We're going to set that rivalry up again, which means we might, I think it's been long enough. Maybe not. Yeah, we still have the truce, never mind. Looks like the truce expires January 1464. So we can build on the marketplace, but remember we're saving up our money currently. And unfortunately, we just got corruption. Okay, so let me make sure that we're actually burning the corruption off. Because yeah, we do actually have a little bit here. Yeah, we're burning off by a little bit. We can increase this just to get rid of it quicker though. Let's do it by, I don't know. We got, let's do it this, because we need to be saving money as well. So we can try and pay the Pope off, so we won't be excommunicated any longer. Again, I don't know why we got hit with that. Overall, so far, it's been a very negative campaign. I guess it's because of Let's Play. It's mostly been negative events and negative happenings. Obviously, we won our wars, but they were all easy conflicts. So prestige or diplomatic power, what is the diplomatic power loss? Want to keep that prestige high. Yeah, so far it's been mostly negative stuff. You see how much aggressive expansion we still have? Yeah, we're still at 30 with the Pope. And I'm guessing that's why he excommunicated us. Yeah, I don't know what else he would have. Any issues with him. So the nobles demand increased pensions. Well, this would decrease our stability, as well as the noble loyalty. But this is a national tax modifier for 20 years. So I think we're going to go with that option. So we'll just have to lose the stability. We'll see if it actually takes from us. Nope, looks like we're good to go. Hope's just excommunicating everybody. Venice is now excommunicated as well. So it was 2 something. It's now 311. This, I believe, is based off of your income. I always hate when games do that. When they don't have flat fees for things. Now, some things it makes sense that it would be more expensive as you got richer, but EU4 does it far too much. Results in just things being stupidly expensive towards the late game. Like you're just paying thousands of ducats for just little things, or little events that pop up, and it's like, we're not going to give 5,000 ducats for 5 prestige or something stupid like that. That was just kind of one of the issues. So yeah, we're going to accept that. Royal marriage. Able to keep our legitimacy pretty high here. So this has to do with our master recruiter. Basically, we'll lose opinion with the knights. We'll get more loyalty with the nobility, or lose prestige. Seems like an easy choice to me. And got another penalty. Just mostly negative events, guys. RNG, man. It's great. Yeah, we just pretty much getting the negative events, unfortunately. Should be getting this corruption reduced, though. That'll help us earn a little bit more money once we get that done. And it looks like we're facing another potential uprising, and that's going to be over here. Okay, so let's go and pay for our army so we can get that wiped out. Start moving our troops over there as well. And then we'll drill these guys in the meantime. I'm hoping this general will get a little bit better. Alright, so this is a potential restoration of the Union against Milan. Yeah, that would be useful to have. Everything kind of trying to bring us into conflict in Italy, basically. Yeah, I think we'll get that. We'll have it for 25 years, so maybe we want to do that one instead. And we can have all of Italy, or big chunks of it, chunk of the north, and all the south here, underneath us. Now, there is, of course, the issue that we don't have many diplomatic relations slots, but we do have one open here. So let me just see. Still burning off that aggressive expansion. Yeah, I think we're probably going to go ahead and get a war started here soon. And so, yeah, I guess it makes more sense to do the Milan one over the Naples one, since that one only lasts for 25 years. So, yeah, we'll go after them next. And we should probably pay for this fort here. And stop paying for this one. So the Emperor passed one of those imperial reforms. I really wish Austria had been one of the countries focused on in this patch. They're like one of the only major countries in Europe that didn't really get anything in the expansion. Of course, Scandinavia didn't get anything, but you know, they just had that big old expansion, which was pretty good. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Austria didn't get anything. I was a little surprised with that when there wasn't a developer diary for them. I don't think they got anything. But yeah, if they had been one of the focuses, we probably would have played with them over France. So let's go and invest in the next one, land leader fire. So our leader's going to be a lot better. And yeah, just waiting for this rebellion to kick up. And England is dealing with the Peasants' War. We haven't seen them have the War of the Roses event just pop up just yet. So we're still waiting for that to happen. Doing great on power projection. Legitimacy's good. Prestige obviously could be higher. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with England, why they keep getting removed as a rival there. So now we're getting a penalty for having too few rivals. Did we just like eclipse them? Yeah, we eclipsed them. I'm not sure why, because that's strange. Something to do with the patch. It's nothing to do with the mod. The mod wouldn't affect that. Yeah, it's got to do something to do with the patch. The way it's like, analyzing whether somebody's a potential rival for you, and something's happening there. Okay. Well, I want England as a rival, so we're just gonna wait for it to pop back up. I know we'll get a penalty for not having enough rivals, but yeah, I don't know what else to do there, guys, because I don't want to have a different rival. Yeah, kind of unfortunate we're dealing with that issue. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. So just waiting for this rebellion to kick up. Now we could force it to fire. But yeah, we're not gonna do that. We'll just wait. Doesn't mean we can't train these troops or anything though. And we gotta pay for that fort. And our stability has gone up. All right, excellent. So we're focusing on a lot of things that increase stability. Now getting up to level 3 is gonna be a lot more difficult. I didn't change that one mission. Remember, we gotta be at level 3 to get that done. But yeah, as you can see, the instability reduction is now 20%, and therefore it's gonna be a lot harder to get this done. We can take a look and see if it's even gonna go up, or if we might even see it go down. Yeah, it's actually gonna go down. As I was explaining in that episode 0, I think I might have mentioned in episode 1 as well, that it's much more difficult to get to the +3 stability. So yeah, we might have to change that mission up just so we can get it done. Now, of course, that's not it. That's stability at least 1 for the Renaissance. Of course, there could be other requirements. Nope, it's just the 3+ stability. Okay, so maybe we'll get lucky with an event. Probably not, though. I might need to go into the missions and change that so that we're able to get it done. Because again, this mod is not fully complete in a way. If I was to like try and release this or something, which I don't see myself doing, but it would be, all that kind of stuff would be fixed. And in a larger mod, it would be. Oh, it looks like the rebellion's actually, the chance is going down here. So we'll go and mop all that again and then stop these guys and stop paying for our troops, because we don't have the money to afford this right now. Still burning off this corruption as well. Maybe take that. Did the revolt just happen? Or is this in somebody else's territory? That's in their territory. Okay. So they're not strong enough to defeat it. So I suppose we should help them out, so they're not overthrown by peasants. It's kind of a bummer I just stopped paying for the army though. And it was just enough for us to lose the morale as well. That's great. Alright, so this is going to be in the forts, in the hills here. So you have that penalty, so it's not a huge army or anything, but just to avoid casualties, we could try and attack where we're not going to get a river penalty, though it doesn't look like that's an option. Yeah, it seems like you get river penalties from all the provinces it borders. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and attack. We'll attack from here. Get our morale back up, and then we'll attack them. Help out our subject. I guess we'll get these guys drilling in the meantime. Oh, they're good enough now. Let's go and do that attack. Get them defeated. I thought they were already excommunicated. apparently they're excommunicated again, which would be really suck if they had just paid to no longer be excommunicated. I think it only stops them for a certain amount of time from excommunicating you again. Man, the Pope is being very, very liberal with his excommunications. I feel like aggressive expansion is probably in a good spot now. But of course the problem is I'm trying to get rid of the excommunication, so we need to stay out of war since war's expensive, obviously. Because yeah, this is just going up, and so we need to get that paid for as soon as possible. Kind of sucks he got excommunicated, because yeah, we could be using this money for any number of other things. Unfortunately, we gotta save it up for this. So let me see if I can make England. No. I don't know why we're even eclipsing them. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, because we don't have enough rivals, we're getting this penalty here. But England is the clear rival. Like, that's who should be our rival. Alright. So Muscovy has declared us as a rival, as strange as that is. Let's take a look around the world. Or I guess we'll look at... We could do Savoy. Yeah, that would make sense. I just want to see who everybody's allied with. Because Austria could also be a potential rival. Though they're allied with Castile. Okay, so we don't want to make them a rival then. So we'll do Savoy. Yeah, we'll do Savoy. And they're rivals with the Papal States as well. Okay, so that's who we'll do. And we'll probably eclipse them. And so this will hopefully allow us to select England a bit later. So we got increased morale of armies. Alright, so that's going to be helpful. Just such a bummer. We gotta wait to do these wars to deal with the money issues. How are we doing? Oh, we got a bunch of events popping up. I was gonna say, how are we doing on the institution spread? So pretty slow. Alright. So with this first event here, we can get some papal influence. Yeah, we should do that one. And then tyrannical nobles. Decrease their loyalty or give up base tax to get loyalty. Yeah, we'll do the decrease of the loyalty there. So yeah, we can go ahead and set up a royal marriage here. And Burgundy is now a great power. Another rebellion. Let's take a look. So that's over here. They're going to deal with that themselves, so not a problem. An event about heresy. So this is our philosopher. I feel like he needs to die. Anyways. I think we're just sending the Inquisitor after him, but yeah, he's definitely guilty. So we could get an Inquisitor, a level 1 Inquisitor. We haven't increased his skills, right? No, we haven't. So yeah, this guy will give us missionary strength that we don't really need. We lose that prestige bonus as well. So that'd be unfortunate. And also he's not cheaper either. But we would increase the opinion, the loyalty with the clergy. Yeah, I suppose that's the one we'll do. We'll get more papal influence as well. And I suppose we should just spend that, considering the fact that, you know, we can't really increase our papal influence at the moment due to being excommunicated. So now it's up to, it's 323. Okay, so we need to get that new advisor hired. We don't have to do him. He's level 2, so I don't think that's the same. Yeah, that's not the same one. That's this guy down here. How much money are we currently earning? 6.52. Really trying to earn as much as possible. So I'm hesitant to hire a level 2 guy at the moment. And really, if we were going to hire a level 2 person, it should be him, because he would give us the production efficiency bonus, which is more useful than the missionary strength right now. So yeah, I probably should hire him. Okay, so what we're going to do is just wait. This will result in us earning more money. So yeah, let's just wait. And let's also spend less on the corruption. Just trying to get this money situation dealt with so we can pay off the Pope. Because that's what's limiting us right now, is I really want to get this done. Until we do so, I don't want to do anything else. Because yeah, that's a lot of money we gotta save up here. And we're almost there. We'll get there eventually. And we lost that general, unfortunately. Okay, so we'll have to get another one. And we can go ahead and get the next. And that's Glorious Arms, Prestige from Land Battles. So we'll knock that out. So yeah, none of the really exciting stuff here early on, though of course our generals are significantly better, and we're going to get another general here soon. Okay, so it looks like somebody from our dynasty is now the heir to the throne of Bourbon. I suppose I should say the duchy. And we lost that. I thought we were having it for 25 years. Oh, because of the Republic now. Under Francesco Sforza. So that's unfortunate, because that's the war I was going to do. Ah, that sucks. So yeah, we lost the ability to do that. We still have the one for Naples, of course. Yeah, that's a shame. I would have liked to have been able to get Northern Italy into our sphere of influence as well. Yeah, all because of this being excommunicated, guys. It's irritating. But we're almost there. I think we just need one more month. There we go. And a Renaissance has finally appeared in one of our provinces. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this completed. It's just such a shame that that happened. Yeah, the Pope can't excommunicate us for a certain amount of time. Let's say here somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't say that now because we're not excommunicated anymore. But yeah, there's a certain amount of time before they can excommunicate you again. But hopefully you shouldn't have an issue with that, because our opinion's now at 171. Now that we're no longer getting that 200 penalty there. So we have an event about a decision about the fate of Joan of Arc. So this is going to be a retrial for her. But we'll have to do that next episode, unfortunately, because that's the end of this one here. So now that we got that done, we just need to get a little bit of a war chest going. And then we'll go ahead and declare war. I suppose it'll be for Naples now, since we can't do the one on Milan. So yeah, we'll probably do the Naples one to get a personal union over them. And really kick up the Italian wars. Just seeing who all that'll involve. Venice, Bohemia, and Lucca. Okay, so 2 of the Italian powers. And then the Bohemians. Who all will support us in this conflict? So it looks like nobody. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Why won't they support us? Considered too distant for Scotland. I suppose that makes sense. They don't really have any interest down here. What about Castile? It's because, yeah, they're still getting the distant war penalty as well. Alright, so that's unfortunate. The debt's having a little bit of a problem there, but really they just aren't interested in fighting in this conflict. Alright, so we'll have to fight it alone. I mean, we'll have our vassal swarm, of course. That's fine. So yeah, we'll have to fight the Bohemians. They're going to be the most difficult of the enemies, and they only have, what is it, 17,000 troops, 19,000 manpower. So it shouldn't be too challenging. We do have some force limit available if we wanted to build more troops. But I think this is probably fine. I guess maybe get like another 1,000 for that army there. Could get them up to 25,000, I suppose. Yeah, this will be plenty enough, I think. Well, let me take that back. I forgot about the Venetians. They have that 22,000 men there. And then Naples has 11,000. So we could be outnumbered. So yeah, I guess we'll build up the troops just a little bit. But I'm not too concerned about it. Hopefully we can get a good general as well. We'll see what we get. Yeah, but we'll have to end today's episode here. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, where we're going to start up the Italian Wars. So I'll see you then, and thanks for watching.